Oh, we gonna talk about Mr. Uchiha right here. You know, the young lord, Mr. Boruto Uchiha. But yo, let me run game on y'all real quick. The Ten Tails clearly has 2 seasons. And I'm talking gym-wise. We got bulking season, then we got cutting season. Now, if the Jubi is like the bulk, Jura's definitely the cut. The only way we can actually fight the Ten Tails is actually using nature energy. Now, in order for Boruto to successfully fight Jura, he gonna need some sort of sage mode, nature energy type. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this? Before the time skip, Boruto had left the village. And I mean, I'm putting that lightly. This man basically had to run away. 3 long years went past. This man trained with Sasuke. I mean, his real daddy. I mean, yeah, if you know, you know. And he's currently with Kashin Koji, who he's actually fairly acquainted with. Boruto way too smart to be hanging with Kashin Koji and not learning a damn thing. You really gonna sit there and tell me that you've been with this man? I'm gonna quantify it as a year and a half, and you ain't learned nothing? Oh no, that's cap. Now my question is, does Boruto have Sage Mode or some sort of Sage techniques where nature energy is actually involved? Sage Mode first came into the story when Jiraiya actually fought Pain, and I mean at that point, we clearly thought he was jump resistant. That was clearly not the case. The Sage Mode was nice, but it looked a little incomplete. Before Naruto fought Pain, he completed the Sage Mode to the point where, you know, he got the actual form. I mean, he dripped out of my man is nice. The moment him and Kurama joined forces, that Sage Mode was pretty much woven into that 6-pass form. Yo, so it turns out whenever I look at my YouTube analytics, a lot of people who actually watch my videos are actually from my YouTube recommendations. Now, if you're new to the channel and you like this kind of content, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button too. Thanks. Kashin Koji used Sage Mode against Ishiki, and to be frank, he got washed. I mean, this man took a couple blows and game was game. At that point, I genuinely thought that we were never going to see that man again. Till the time skip. He is Jiraiya's clone, which would technically make him Boruto's great-grandfather in a unrelated way. So, you know, don't worry. I mean, I'm great-granddad, no relation. If we bring our attention to the god, the champion, Mr. Uchiha himself, he's used the time skip in the best possible way, learning a lot of jutsu from his predecessors, on top of learning techniques of his own. Boruto knows swordsmanship, lightning release, and his overall training came from his real daddy, Sasuke Uchiha. Y'all probably thought I was gonna say Naruto. We've been over this. Come on. The Flying Raijin from the 4th Hokage, his grandfather. I can't really quantify how much time Boruto and Kashin Koji have actually spent. Let's run the numbers real quick. Boruto's been gone for a total of 3 years. Sasuke at one point was sealed off within that 3-year point. So, and he met Kashin Koji. And to be honest, they know each other pretty well. Like, I mean, the conversation is clean. I'm gonna be fair and split it a year and a half apiece. Boruto's even acquainted with the frogs to the point where they just living in this man's pockets. Nah, he definitely learned something. I mean, I can understand, like, you know Kashin Koji, but you buddies with the frogs? Oh no, y'all definitely did something, and I'ma definitely find out. Whether it's Sage Mode or Sage Mode type techniques is really up in the air at this point. Sage Mode as in the form would be a little outdated at this point in time. Power-wise, it's not really doing much against Jura and his backup dances. Unless Sage Mode is some sort of power multiplied that actually stacks on top of the base power of the individual using it. I mean, if we're looking at it from that perspective, then I mean, Boruto's base right now, this man is built different. Like, when I say different, it's like the difference between putting nails on the board and building a house. If Boruto was to have a Sage Mode, I think it would actually be embedded into his karma or directly into his technique. For example, Uzuhiko actually uses the Earth's rotation while the technique is actually active. In a way, it is using nature energy to some capacity, but as far as we know, that's probably the best explanation I can give right now. Like, when we look back, Sage Mode or Sage Energy has been used in a variety of ways. When you look at Hashirama, Kabuto, Mitsuki, Naruto, Jiraiya, even the 4th Hokage has Sage Mode. They've always been interpreted or used in a different type of fashion. Towards the end of Naruto Shippuden, Mr. Uchiha, Boruto real daddy, he used his Susanoo, which is actually embedded with the curse mark from Jugo, because you know Sasuke done got rid of that curse mark since he ran a fade with Orochimaru. But then again, he didn't actually lose the curse mark then. He lost it when he won that fight against Itachi. But I mean, we all know what really happened. Point being, I can see karma being embedded with nature energy to the point where it's been imbued and it'd be like a great counter against Jura and the rest of his backup dancers. Obito in the war had absorbed the Ten Tails, and I mean, Naruto looked like he had a great time hitting Obito with that back shot. Not like that, like he got the Rasengan and then he teleported into the sky with the second Hokage and then he hit him in the back with it. I don't know what y'all thinking about. Nasty. Speculation time. Boruto is either getting a Sage Mode power-up or he knows Sage Mode already. Or Sage Jutsu. I find it entertaining that I'm already talking about Boruto's next power-up, considering the time skip only started 7 chapters ago. Jiraiya fought with pain using his Sage Mode, and of course the Naruto fandom had been completely broken due to the fact that he had lost his life. But the version he was using, he had 2 sages on each shoulder. I feel like that technique reached its peak in the pain arc once Naruto had actually fought with pain. Then as soon as Naruto got that QB chakra mode, I feel like Kishimoto just wasn't sure what to do about Sage Mode to the point where he actually imbued it into Naruto's chakra form and then he used it as a counter for the Ten Tails. Once he used it in his QB chakra mode, gathering nature energy was increased to a rapid extent, but the moment he got that 6-pass power up, he was him. The 4th Hokage does actually have Sage Mode, and he can use nature energy, but as stated by him, he isn't actually good with controlling nature energy. If we're looking from a generational standpoint, everybody that precedes Naruto, we're gonna go with the biological line. Like, I mean, I know Sasuke, don't worry, I'm gonna get to you later. If we look at Naruto, Jiraiya, the 4th Hokage, they all had Sage Mode. They could all use Sage Jutsu. I find it dangerously hard to believe that Boruto can utilize the techniques of the Flying Raijin, his grandfather, his father, his great-great-grandfather, with the exception of Jiraiya, who isn't biologically related to him, and then not also have Sage Mode at that point in time. Nah, that's definitely cap. So when you think about it, why would Boruto be any different? Boruto Uzumaki, or Uchiha to the real ones, Boruto Uchiha is the new game plus that we have been waiting for. The time skip has given them the best components of those who are connected to him. So by default, I don't really see why he wouldn't actually have it, or at least have a Sage Mode that's been reinvented to the point where now he can actually embed it into his karma. So it wouldn't look like the traditional Sage Mode in the sense of how it looks on Naruto or Jiraiya or the 4th Hokage, but one that he can actually call his own. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Do you guys actually think Boruto actually has some sort of Sage Mode or some sort of nature energy techniques? Technique-wise, I mean, we seen a little something from him. I really thought we was gonna get something from Mitsuki. That fight against Mitsuki was more a fight to save a friend as opposed to take down an antagonist. His karma might actually have Sage Mode woven into it, and it could be the reason for why he hasn't used it. Probably no one's strong enough to actually use it against. So Mitsuki, Kaki, get your fight game up. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.